Feeling good, a little tired, but it's good to be back out there getting up and down with the guys for sure.
When you say a little tired, that's just because you can't replicate this in your off-season workouts?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the most high intensity things I've had. Just being out here with the guys. Obviously, training camp's a little extra too. So really just blessed to be out here, man. I feel good. That's all that matters.
What is going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. Hopefully you guys are feeling pretty good today, as I'm feeling pretty good myself. And as you guys know, we are close. We're close to our first preseason game Tuesday. You know, this past week has been a week of training camp. I'm not sure if anything is going to go on today as far as the weekend, but I thought, I should talk about what we've seen and what we learned in these past few days. I haven't been able to cover it every day like I would like to, but I'm back to it. But yeah, it's been a lot of things that we've seen. They've keeping a lot of things under wraps, as we'll have bits and bits of details every single day. But between hearing what our reporters report, between the few clips that we've seen, I've gathered a couple things that I feel like I've personally noticed that's been going on in training camp, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. So definitely subscribe to this page, like this video if you're a true Bulls fan. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. And so the first thing I've noticed that I really haven't heard too many people talk about is that it's looking like our rookie Buzelis is going to have a nice carved out role in this rotation. I feel like a lot of people kind of made a speculation, especially when Billy Donovan had his interview saying that Buzelis might be going down to the G League if he don't get enough minutes. But I've been peeping between the lines, looking at each of these clips. It seems like all the little clips that the Bulls players drop, you see Buzelis in the mix. Either that's Buzelis playing defense, contesting, layups by Zach LaVine, or crossovers by Kobe White, or you see Buzelis being the beneficiary of an alley-oop from Lonzo Ball. Buzelis look like he's in the mix. You see him getting shots up in the most recent clip, but that's cool to see. I mean, I feel like maybe he's showing, a lot of things that's interesting, not only Billy Donovan, but the rest of the coaching staff, that they want to continue to explore. I mean, when you see Buzelis on the court and you don't see a Torrey Craig out there, for example, that shows something, that means something. And so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he can provide once these preseason games come along, because as we all know, Buzelis has a lot of talent. He has a little bit of star equity, in his bag, and so we definitely had to explore that and not put it by the wayside, letting him try to develop in the league, which he played a full year in last year. So shout out to Montas Buzelis. The next thing I want to talk about is the injury front. We're looking good on our injuries. Coming into media day, everybody was worried. We was worried about Lonzo. Yeah, Lonzo's not going to get back to the court. We got to see how his knee feel. We was worried about Patrick Williams because it was a quote-unquote setback, which turns out really wasn't a setback this past summer. And then Josh Giddey, he broke the news to us saying how, he ruptured a tendon in his ankle during the Olympics. And so all of those fronts look pretty much good, starting with Josh Giddey. He's been playing 5-on-5s recently. He's been doing drills. It's looking like, they're doing a slow ramp up, but he's going to be on track to play the first game. He said himself, if this was the playoffs, he would be out there right now. And so, that's good to hear. It's good to see him starting to participate more and more in these drills. He ran 5-on-5s yesterday, so that looks good. Patrick Williams, he's all good to go. He said when he was sore, that wasn't even his foot that he had surgery on. He was just sore from, normal things building up in his body. But, he's out there. He's working on his game. He's looking bigger. He's looking stronger. So I'm interested to see how Pat respond this year after missing most of last year. And Lonzo Ball, man, he said yesterday this was the best he felt. I mean, we will look every single day to see how does Lonzo Ball feel after this day. How does Lonzo Ball feel after that day? And he's been responding well. He said there's been no setbacks. He's been feeling good. His knee feels good. The coach says his IQ is still there. He definitely has to get back in the game speed, but that will come. And so, it's cool to hear all these good things about Lonzo Ball. I still feel like, everybody's going to take it cautious. They're monitoring his knee. they're doing all those things. Of course, he's not playing back-to-backs, but what type of role will Lonzo Ball have? I mean, he's still clearly talented enough to have a defined role on his team, and we're going to see how that looks as far as him. But yeah, I feel like all of us are excited because, you know, a lot of people didn't even think he'll make it back to this point, so that's a great story. And if he could come back and have a prominent role and produce, you know, that'd just be the icing on the cake. And so shout out to Lonzo Ball. And then the last thing that I took out of this training camp is that the Bulls are indeed implementing their play style of playing fast. I mean, Billy Donovan said he's cutting the shot clock in practice. We had to score within this amount of time because you guys need to learn how to play faster. We've been trying to do that the past couple seasons, but we didn't have the, you know, the right personnel. But now with all these young guys, these guys that can push the ball up the court, these guys that are athletic, you know, we have to play that type of style. And so you can kind of see it in these clips. You know, they're running up and down. When you talk to these players, they get an interview, they're saying, yeah, I've been running up and down the court. We ran 5-on-5s. We was getting up and down. And so that's good to see. You have to be in great condition. Billy Donovan said that, you know, most of these players are in really good condition. They came in a training camp in really good condition. So that's awesome to see. And yeah, you know, comment down below. How do you guys feel about training camp so far? How do you guys feel about the state of this team? You know, so far it's been positive news on the forefront. But yeah, we're really going to see by the time we get to the first game against Cleveland. So yeah, I'm going to holler at you guys in the next video, and I'm out.